walking on water, and knowing the way. Welcome to Spiritual Direct. I'm Dr. Bernie, ordained ecumenical Christian minister. Friends, have you ever felt like you were trying to live a good Christian life, but somehow ended up right in the middle of life's troubles, a big old hailstorm? In today's gospel reading, the disciples are in a boat. They're miles offshore and they're being tossed around by the wind and waves in the middle of the night. When Jesus comes to the disciples, he's walking on the water, and Peter asks to come out to him. Jesus says one word, "Come." Peter steps out, and for a moment, he does the impossible. He walks on water. Can you imagine being Peter doing what for your whole life you knew was impossible, but walking on water at Jesus' command? But then Peter looks at the wind. He gets frightened. He begins to sink and he cries out, "Lord, save me." Immediately, Jesus reaches out his hand and he catches Peter. And this story connects so deeply to what Jesus reminds us in John 14:6. I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So let's go back to Peter for a moment. Notice what happened to Peter. When Peter kept his focus, his eyes on Jesus, Jesus was the way. Peter walked through the impossible. He walked on water. When Peter started looking at the storm, he focused on the circumstances around him, not Christ, who was standing right in front of him. And when Peter sank, Jesus immediately pulled him back up, reminding us that Jesus is the life. He's always there for us, and he rescues us when we fall. You know, friends, so often in our lives, we get caught up in the storm and we lose sight of Christ, the miracle right in front of us. As a therapist, a professor, and a coach for over 20 years, I can personally say and attest that in the lives of my clients that we all get stuck in the weeds. We all get stuck in the storm, whether it's our anxieties, our finances, our health, or our doubts. We start hyper focusing on the distractions of the world, our problems, and that just leads us to fear, to give in to fear and worry instead of the voice of Christ who tells us, come to him. Jesus didn't leave Peter to drown, and he's not going to let you drown either, even when your faith feels small or your past seems overwhelming and life circumstances bring a big old hailstorm. Like today's gospel, Christ's hand is always stretched out and ready for you. So if you feel like you're sinking today, you don't need a complicated prayer, but prayer helps. Spend some time in prayer and simply start with Peter's 3 words, Lord, save me. Focus back on Christ throughout your day because that storm will keep on coming in different ways. Christ is your way forward. He's your compass, your direction in worry, and he's your life in the storm. I want to thank you for joining me at Spiritual Direct. And if this reflection blessed you today, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment with a prayer request or a time that God helped pull you out of the storm. God bless you. Let's keep our eyes on him. Amen.